DR has a very high on-base percentage at .505 because of his ability to work the count like he's done right here. Here's a pitch, and he takes ball 4. The catcher, Davis, thought it was strike 3 right across, and DR walks to open up the ball game. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lukey, who has not struck out in 59 straight at-bats this season, which has got to be some kind of Bulldog record. But here's a 1-2 pitch from Barton to Lukey, and he hits it up in the air right side, and it is by the first baseman rolling down the line. Dalton McBride racing to third. He'll stop there, and Lukey reaches on a base hit right by the first baseman. Lined it that way, just barely fair, and now Lukey has a 12-game hitting streak, and during his streak coming in, he was hitting .488. On the season, .391 with a home run, 8 doubles, and he now has 37 hits with 31 RBIs and 22 runs scored. And here's Lane Adams. Dogs on first and third, 1 down. We're at the top of the first inning. And here's the Barton pitch, swinging a grounder over the right side of the infield, gobbled up by the first baseman. They're going to get the out at first base, but a run's going to score as Dalton McBride scores. And Lane Adams hits to the right side to drive in his 16th run of the season to put the Bulldogs up 1-0. In that game 1, and against Laney, he pitched 6 innings, a 3-hit ball, and allowed 1 earned run against the Wildcats. And now he throws a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Lifetime DR is 13-7 with a 2.25 earned run average, and all his opponents hitting .212 against him. 0-2 pitch upstairs. Of course, this season he has struck out as many as 15 Metter Tigers and 13 Bryan County Redskins, even though he doesn't have a +80 fastball. So Meadows out in front, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the first inning at Dodge County, and the Dogs leading 1-0 in game 1 of the best-of-3 to get into the Final Four and maybe a matchup with Jeff Davis or perhaps Rock Mart. There's a called strike 3. DR with his 66th strikeout of his senior season and now 144 on his career. 2 up, 2 down. But here comes the big stick, hitting over 500 this season. He's always hit the Bulldogs well. He's not only a fine defensive player, but boy, he can swing it. And here comes Chandler Davis. Where's number 10? Slightly open stance, and DR will pitch him carefully with 2 outs and nobody on base. In fact, he throws the first pitch way inside, right around the feet, ball 1. Here he ran into the fence in right center field and made a great catch. There's a chopper left side of the infield. Brock Harrison flags it down, throws to first, close play, and safe. The catcher can run. Harrison played it pretty well coming in. They wore the home white at Laney. Righty versus righty, and the ball's hit up into the air to right field. Dalton McBride going back, now circulating over to his left to make the catch for out number 3. An infield hit for the Indians in the top of the first inning, but that's it. And Chandler Davis stranded at first base. We played 1 complete, and the Bulldogs are leading 1-0 on Y101. 2-1, and he lines it into center field, and in comes Bursch, and it drops in for a base hit. The Bulldogs' 2nd hit of the ball game. They had 5 hits off this guy last year in the 3-1 loss. Dalton Lynn running at second for Cole Graham. Dogs leading 1-0, top of the 2nd. And the count, no balls and 1 strike on the Bulldogs' leadoff hitter, DR Meadows. And the 0-1 pitch, and he swings and lines it into right center field. In for a base hit, bouncing into the gap. That's going to score a Bulldog, and we'll have runners on first and third. Now the throw gets away, and DR will hustle down to second as the Dogs take a 2-0 lead. DR Meadows driving in the run, his 18th of the season, the 46th of his career. 1 ball, 2 strikes. DR struck out 1 of the first inning, induced a couple of fly balls to right, and Chandler Davis reached on an infield hit on a ball hit to the third baseman, Brock Harrison. Swing and a missed strike 3. The ball gets away, but Cole Graham will pick it up and tag him out, and DR has his 2nd strikeout of the game. Hello, Barry Aldridge. Here's a ball hit up into the air, deep to center field. Back goes Lukey to the fence, and this ball is off the fence, and this is going to be a double for Barton if he can get there, and he does, just beating the throw.
That kind of makes me want to go ahead and leave, Barney.
So a 2-bagger with 1 down.
That makes me feel like I'm bad luck.
No, you're not bad luck. 2-0 pitch is popped up in the air, left side of the infield. Brock Harrison giving away to D.R. Meadows. Shortstop when he's not pitching, and he squeezes it, and now 2 down. First pitch, line left side, into the glove of Brock Harrison for out number 3. He catches a liner, and the Bulldogs strand the runner at second base. So we played 2, and the Dogs are leading 2-0 on Y101.
Now.
1-1 pitch, hit him. So the Bulldogs get the leadoff hitter aboard for the second time today. D.R. Meadows walked to lead off the first, and remember the Dogs are leading 2-0 here in the top of the third, and here comes Brock Harrison. As you know, this is going to be a tight game, and any run you could score makes it better for DR. But we'll see what Coach Fitzgerald goes with. I think he'll let Brock swing the way he's been swinging the stick.
I do as well.
First pitch, and he does, and he rolls it over to the shortstop, Pruitt. Feels it, flips to second, out, throw to first base is getting away. And the Bulldogs will score a run on the error and take a 3-0 lead. Touching home is George Lukey. And hustling down to second base is Brock Harrison. So Dogs put the ball in play, and anytime you put it in play, anything can happen. Strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. DR's a 4-pitch pitcher. Fastball, curve, changeup, and he's got a real good slider like Jeremy Beasley used to throw on the inside edge. When used to call that. Called strike 3. There you go.
Beautiful backdoor.
You used to call that for Jeremy, didn't you?
Absolutely. Jeremy was a really fun kid to call for. I wish I would have had the opportunity to call for him a little farther along in his career than sophomore year, but man, did he had an intensity up there that was second to none this year.
1-1 pitch. Hit up into the air into right center field. Lukey running, McBride running, but nobody's going to get to this one. And that ball's going to bounce against the fence, and Pruitt hits the Dodge County Indians' second double of the afternoon, a 1-out double. So now DR has given up a hit in every inning. So trouble, nevertheless. Grounder back to DR, but off his glove, and he can't find it. Ball picked up by Noah Anderson, throws to first, and the ball gets away, and Dodge County's going to score a run on a Bulldog error. That ball hit DR and hopped up into the air, and he couldn't find it. He had no idea where it was. It was bouncing behind the mound over toward the middle of the diamond, and Noah Anderson and the Dogs yield a run unearned, and that's been one of the problems when DR has been pitching. That is the 21st unearned run scored with Meadows on the mound. That makes it 3-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Chip Birch. Here's a stretch. Here's the pitch. Hit left side. Back goes Brandon Helton, and he comes in and he dives, and he didn't catch the ball and is rolling to the fence. Dodge County will score a run, and Davis stops at second base. It is now a 1-run game. Helton had a chance to catch that one, did not, and now it's 3-2 Bulldogs. 1 down, runner at second. Here's the pitch. Line right side, Dalton McBride comes in, makes the catch, and they got the runner off third, and they're going to throw to second and get the out. Bad base running there by Dodge County on a ball, I guess, in which the base runner thought for sure it was going to drop, but it didn't, and the Dogs get a double play there on the throw from Dalton McBride to the second base bag, but Dodge County scores 2 to pull to within 1 as we take a break going to the 4th inning on Y101. The hottest hitting Bulldog right now, 8 for 12 in the playoffs, and he lines this one to the gap in right center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. No extra bases. Runner coming to third. Here's a throw offline. Martin Stevens going to second. Throw, and he is tagged out. So the Bulldogs make an out the first of the inning at second base. Stevens with a single, his 22nd hit, his 9th in the state playoffs. First pitch, low, bouncing away. Bulldogs might score a run here, and they do. Touching home is Bryce DeLoach, and the Dogs lead 4-2 on the wild pitch. Reaching on a fielder's choice, trying to bunt. He lines it right back up the middle, but can it get to the grass? The shortstop, Pruitt, dives, picks it up, throws to first and late. Boy, he made a great play. It'll be an infield hit for Dalton McBride, so he's 1 for 3 in the game. All right, with Barry Aldridge, the former Bulldog today, bottom half of the 4th inning, the Bulldogs leading Dodge County 4-2, and DR Meadows' first pitch is hit right side to the second baseman, Noah Anderson. Nice hop, and he throws to first base, and 1 down. Here's Barton, who hit him for a double first time up. And he swings and hits this one up high into the air, right side. Bryce DeLoach, the first baseman, calling for it, drifting toward the line, and he makes a one-handed catch, 2 down on 2 pitches. Dish, 2-1. Grounder right side. DeLoach gobbles it up, and DR gets over. No, he'll just let DeLoach run to the bag, and DeLoach does, and he touches the bag for out number 3.
There's that 1-2-3 inning we were looking for.
On very few pitches, and DR takes care of Dodge County in the bottom half of the 4th, and the Dogs are leading 4-2 going to the 5th on Y101. And here's a windup by Barton, and here's a pitch, and he swings at the first one and golfs it right side, and that is in for a base hit. Normally he likes to go backside, but this time he swings to the strong side of the field for him and gets the base hit. So a good start for the Dogs, who in every inning but one have had the leadoff hitter reach, and that's a good way to score a run. So he'll step back in. He's always been a pull hitter, but lately he's been able to hit the ball up the middle or sometimes even backside like he did first time. 2-2. Swings and hits a ball up high into the air to center field. Might score a run. The ball be caught by Burse. Runner third tagging. Here comes the throw. It's off the glove. And the Bulldogs will have runners on first and third and score another run. So they've scored in 5 straight frames, and now they lead by 3 for the second time at 5-2 on the sac fly by Cole Graham as he drives in his 13th run of the season. He's still 2 for 3, and he hits it right side, rolling over to the second baseman, Burse. He throws to first for the out. The Dogs score a run. So he hits to the right side like you're supposed to. And the Bulldogs do score a second run of the frame. That's their second ground out to the second baseman to score one. Lane had the other. And now the Dogs lead before for the first time at 6-2 because Martin Stevens is so hot. And there's a runner at second. And he swings at the first pitch and hits it right side into right field. Runner coming to third. And Coach Fitzgerald will hold him. Brandon Helton stopping there. And now the ball gets away. And now they got him at a rundown. They're going to tag him out. They tag out Brandon Helton. Very close to home plate for the third out. A deadly out right there because the Dogs had a chance to have runners on first and third with the top of the order coming up. But instead they scored 2 in the top of the 5th to take a 6-2 lead on Y101. 2-0 pitch is hit up high into the air to Brandon Helton, drifting back near the fence, reaches up with a glove and catches the ball 1 down. 1-2 pitch. Grounder back to DR on a high hop, and he'll underhand it over to Bryce DeLoach. And now 2 down.
DR is doing exactly what you want a pitcher to do with the lead here. He is getting in the zone early and staying in the zone. That's a very important.
Ball's hit up into the air to right field. Dalton McBride moving over to his left. He settles under it, and he catches it. And DR has another 3 up and 3 down in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And the Dogs will try to keep their run going, is scoring at least a run in every frame as we head to the 6th. So the Toombs County Bulldogs are leading 6-2 on Y101. Number 1 team in Division 3. There's a grounder left side. Pruitt on the pick, slides, and the ball drops down, and DR beats it, I guess, a base hit.
No, that's a tough play. That's not routine effort by any stretch. I think that's a base hit all day.
So here we go. 2 down, and let's see if Lane can keep it going because the Dogs haven't scored in this frame, but he sends one into left center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Runners on first and second. Lane with 2 hits in the game as he continues to swing a hot stick in the postseason. For example, 2 for 3 against Laney, 2 for 2 against Laney, 2 for 3 against Banks County, 2 for 4 against Banks County, and 2 more hits today. And he's fouling off pitches, and it's still 3-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. DR has not struck out many today. That's only his 4th, but that's a big one. 1 down. And the 1-1. DR gets a strike low and on the edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If he's giving you that pitch, I say you got to go back to it right there. You got to force someone's hand, force that umpire to make a very tough call.
Bases loaded, 1 down. And DR is winding. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 5th strikeout for DR, 2 in the inning. And now he's going to face Cam Coleman, who has not hit the ball out of the infield. Nothing in 1 pitch. Hit up into the air, into right field. Dalton McBride coming in. He's under it, very shallow right for out number 3. And great pitching by DR Meadows with the bases loaded. A K for the second out, a fly ball to right for the 3rd. And the Bulldogs will take their 6-2 lead into the 7th on Y101. Who will try to throw a strike here on the 3-1. Ball's hit up in the air in the infield. Bryce DeLoach calling for it. He's on the grass, and he squeezes it right near his left shoulder. He catches that ball kind of in an unusual manner, but he snagged it, Barry.
As long as it goes in the pocket, Barney, he can basket catch it like Willie Mays.
6-2, bottom half of the 7th inning. And the 0-1 pitch. Grounder right side of the infield. DeLoach can't get it. It's into right field for a base hit. We'll talk about that at some point in time. Let him do a plug to get you out to the ballpark. When the season begins, 1-1. Fastball is hit by DR over to Noah Anderson. He'll tag out the runner. He'll throw to first, and safe. He almost got a double play. Have they called him safe between first and second? I guess so. Let's see if Brian Fitzgerald comes out. Here he comes. Noah was standing right in front of the base runner. How would he miss him?
They're going to say that he did not leave the baseline. I think that Noah assumed that he did. The runner clearly stepped over all the way onto the grass, so I'm a little unsure how he was able to maintain the baseline in the eyes of the umpire there.
Now comes Coach Fitzgerald to talk to the middle umpire in this three-man unit. And the pitch. Hit up into the air at a very shallow right field. In comes Dalton McBride. He settles under it and makes a catch. Two down.
Out. Big out right there.
So another full count from the senior Meadows to the junior Chandler Davis. Great matchup. Here's the pitch. Hit right side and through for a base hit. Dalton McBride will scoop up the ball. That scores one, and that's it. So he is 3 for 3. RBI single here in the 7th inning to cut the Bulldog lead down to 6-3. And DR places his right foot on the rubber. He's got the ball right behind on the belt. Now he's ready. It's in the glove. Here's his pitch. Check swing. Did he go around again? They certainly will appeal somewhere, and I guess not. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, the Dogs wanted that out right there. Lane Adams, the shortstop, thought he went around. He was on the inside cut almost to the grass. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DR will try to get the out one more time to end game 1. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Big breaking ball, dove off the dish. It's another full count, Barry.
It's the action pitch right here, Barney. Something's got to happen.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runners will be in motion with the Dogs leading by 3. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball left side, but it's a high chopper. DR barehands it, throws to first base, and that's your ball game. DR makes the play to end it. And the Dogs win 6-3 in game 1 of the best of 7 with the ace beating the ace. How about that?